A viewer wants to know how she can tell if a guy is genuinely nice or playing her. All right, there's a few key clues that you should look for, and that is it too much? Too much too soon? Is he showering you with compliments, with gifts, with texts and phone calls, constantly coming up to you? If you feel like you're being overwhelmed, or he is so into you, it just seems unnatural. It probably is. Follow your gut. Because if he just thinks you're his world right away, it's going to peter out. He's just going to lose interest as fast as he started becoming interested in you. And it almost was not even a process. It was like all of a sudden, he's like, you're like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And he's just known you, what, a few days. You see what I mean? It's just overwhelming, like I said. And a guy who genuinely likes you is going to take his time, not too much time, but he's going to take his time. He's going to get to know you. He's going to lavish you with attention, but not so much so that it's just unreal. He will maybe text you a little more, call you a little more, approach you a little more, but it's not going to seem like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? It'll be subtle, but it'll be there. You'll know. And he's going to try to show interest, but not so much to the point where you realize it, where you're taken aback. And you'll notice that he pays more attention to you than other people. But with the player guy, he flirts with everybody. And you might notice when you see him when he's not around you, when he doesn't know that you even see him, that he's like doing the same with other girls. So if you see that huge red flag, also pay attention to what other people say. I'm not saying that you should listen to the gossip, but if you hear over and over again, this guy's a player, be careful with this guy. And not people who are jealous of you, who don't want to see you together. I mean, it's your true friends, people whose opinion you trust. If they say, no, he's a player, because you know what? People's reputations really precede them in a lot of cases. And sometimes it's not right. But if you hear it over and over again by reliable people, then you got to listen. And I would just really go with your gut instinct and just pay attention. Also, if he says your name over and over again, that also is not a good sign. It means he's buttering you up for something. So be careful.